historian. He compiled stories, information, and photos to create books of local history. A member of the U.S. Army Corps of Engineers team, Doug worked for 26 years helping to build and maintain the Eau Galle Recreation Area. Spring Valley is a better place because of Doug's work and his preservation of our area's history. This universally accessible fishing pier and ramp is an example of Doug's commitment to the community. He recognized the need and approached the Spring Valley Lions Club to partner with the U.S. Army Corps of Engineers. The project began with his determination and was completed in his memory. A person never truly dies until they are forgotten. And I think that's really telling of Doug's character and what everyone thought of him. Of course, I didn't have the privilege of working with him, but not a week goes by where I don't hear a story or talk to a member of the public. So thank you to Andrea, thank you to Laura and Brian for unveiling that for us. They are two of his three children. The next person that is going to say a few words is Andrea, also Doug's daughter. So Andrea.
Not very good at this, so bear with me. Thanks for coming. It's hard for me to sum up Dad's contributions to Spring Valley community and the Corps of Engineers in a brief speech. He devoted his life to learning, helping, and teaching. He had a strong work ethic and always had a never-ending list of projects he wanted to complete. Between working here at the park, to grave digging, snow blowing, lawn mowing, and advocating for the preservation of his home's history, there were not many free moments. He was a jack of all trades, and his knowledge of countless subjects was a value to all that knew him. We laughed when he told Discover Wisconsin for a TV special that he worked with the nuts and bolts of the operation, so he guessed he could be referred to as the chief nut. He always had a way with words. He took pride in the community, and even though I'm grateful the time I had with him, I can only imagine how much more he could have contributed had he not been taken from us so early. Of his ambition and determination, that even though he is no longer with us, his legacy lives on through the community. Thank you all for coming and sharing this moment with us.
The next person that would like to say words is Phil Lipinski. And Phil was one of the few people left that had the privilege to work with him.
Okay, I've got to read this to you because I'm not a good speaker either. So, good afternoon and welcome to Eau Galle Recreation Area. My name is Phil Lipinski, for those of you who don't know me. And thank you for attending this dedication ceremony honoring Doug for his service to the Eau Galle Rec Area and Spring Valley. I had the pleasure of working here with Doug and have never met anyone who is more knowledgeable of the project and the community that it serves. Doug had a story and oftentimes pictures to go with every area of this park here that you see before and after the dam was built. If you look around you at all the buildings here and the structures here, Doug had a hand in building or supervising every single one of these here. And this project is what it is today because of Doug. So it's very fitting that this fishing pier and ramp be dedicated to Doug, who has given so much of his life to building. And thank you again for showing up.
President of the Lions, I was asked to come up and with the dedication. And I wasn't involved with the Lions at the point when this first started, but it has been a great pleasure to work with the ice fishing contest to provide financing that towards the ramp and for the handicapped. It was a needed project, and knowing Doug, he pushed all the way through to make sure it got going. So it's been a pleasure to work all along and hope for more projects to go on. So again, just thank everybody for coming up and having us dedicate this in Doug's honor. Thank you.
Is there anybody that has has a good story or a good anything they would like to share or say a few words, please take the opportunity to come on up. Any takers? I know it's hard.
Come on, Cal. You must have
Come on,
something
Cal,
to
right.
say. You usually do.
Well then, I think I'd like to invite Kevin Berg. He's our section supervisor out of the La Crescent office to come on up and kind of close us out here.
Thank you. Yeah, and I'm not a good speaker either, so I will say a few words. Thanks. Spend the sun on the way here just a little bit, but thank you all for coming. Beautiful day, beautiful project, and as Kelly mentioned, I work in our office down by the cross. It's actually the Crescent. It's a program that does a variety of natural resource management oversight on the Mississippi River, and this project happens to fall under the. It's been a privilege. I took over as a section supervisor just a couple of years back here, and it's been a privilege to work with these folks. I did know Doug somewhat. I didn't work directly with his staff as much when Doug was here, but I know that he had a great work ethic, and that was the way that time to ties in with this project is that time. When you have a project that's our staff, and I appreciate the effort with the Lions and the partnering, and we hope we could grow in that area down the road. I really just want to, I guess that's one thing that stood out. Set the community what he did with being a historian and whatnot, how he kind of all tied that together here, bringing the Corps and the community together. I think it was really good to have to do that, so we appreciate that. I don't have anything else to say.
One last opportunity for anyone else.
I should say that I should say one of the biggest things he's probably ever done is save my life. And I mean, it was just, he was always very grown up, knew how to take a situation, and he was the best one, very responsible, all of it too.
Go ahead and put up with
There's only 4 of them.
Yeah, but
My brother.
it was just being one. Well, it's thank you. Sure, that's very, it is unique because, you have folks that like to have memorials at projects or public areas that use the area a lot. But, this was, we have former employees that, we have on the Mississippi River, for example, that are named after our leaders. But, this really is unique because of the connection, I think, between the project and the community. It wasn't just they worked and really were an employee for the agency. Let's recognize them, or they were in the community, and this idea for the Corps, even though they didn't work for us, both those areas we were able to build on.
Anyone else like an opportunity to say anything? I guess in conclusion, I just want to thank all of you for coming, and I'm really happy to have this as part of our recreation area. And again, not a week goes by where I don't hear something about him or hear a story or hear Phil talk about the impact that he's had. So I'm really happy to see this here, and if anybody, I know the family maybe would like to have a few photos up here by it, feel free to stick around as long as you'd like. We'll be here for as long as you'd like, but otherwise, I just want to say thank you all for coming, and we really appreciate it. Thank you all. You guys want to have some photos right by it? I don't mind. Yeah? Okay.
He'd always cheat at $500.